Hello, this is Reverend Keyes. Reverend Keyes, and this is the Rick Keyes Music Caravan. Rick Keyes wants me to wear that hat to make sure you all know that it is his show. So I am Reverend Keyes, one of the Rick Keyes family members. And I got some sad news for you today. No, not the surfing. The surfing's looking pretty good down here in Oceanside, California. Downtown Oceanside, California. We call it O-Side because they're building so many high buildings, you really can't see the ocean anymore. But the surfers down there. So the sad news is about another person that has died. So Reverend Keyes, being me, I am the official harbinger of bad news. If you guys don't know what harbinger means, then maybe you should go back to one of our public schools and get some more education. And that's Spanish for education. Okay, so anyway, enough of that. So who died? Well, Sinead O'Connor died. You know, the bald-headed one, the one that shaved her head all the time. So anyway, I'm going to do a little tribute to her because she actually had a great voice and great song. She's a little wacky, but we'll talk more about her wackiness, but we're going to start off with some great music from her. So this is an interesting one. In 2016 or 2015, she did this release. It's called, remember she had the blow up with the Pope tearing up his picture on Saturday Night Live, but we'll talk more about that too. So being the religious person she wasn't, she actually got hooked on this song. It's called God Don't Never Change, and it's the songs of Blind Willie. And a lot of different artists did a song, and she actually did one. And how appropriate that the title of the song is, hold on, what is the title of the song? It is called Trouble Will Be Over Soon. Well, trouble is now over for Sinead. Hopefully she made the right choices in life and she is in the right place. So trouble will be over for her. And then we're going to go into this. What is this? In 1989, Sinead O'Connor and I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got. So, beautiful woman. And not that that means anything nowadays. Not with tattoos. Keyes, he decided to take a little break, and he said I could finish introducing part two. So for part two, so first thing, this is I have a playlist. It's Reverend Keyes, so you can go just to that if you don't want to hear the other stuff. But Reverend Keyes, and that would be like the tribute to Sinead O'Connor and other people, musicians that have passed away. So, but I'm also here to introduce the music for part two of Rick Keyes Music Caravan. He did part one already, a lot of great music. So, part two, these are blues, new three that have made it to the RMR chart or Roots Music Report chart. Okay, let's start here. So, at number 41, we got, all right, see that, Mario Rossi. At number 36, Bob Quattori and Friends, High Rise Blues. So Bob Quattori has this is music he did, played harmonica for all these different legends. Something fell out. Oh, that was Allie. All right, so that's Bob Quattori. What's next? Well, speaking of Allie, I won't say speaking of the devil because I am Reverend Keyes and I would be speaking of God, not of the devil. Speaking of God, or someone that hopefully may love God, we've got Allie Vanable. She's got a new release called Real Gone. Real Gone. And what number is that? That is number 34. Okay. At number 33. Hey, they were on for almost a month. Now they're at 33. That's how people's playing style changes. You know, they get tired of hearing the same thing, so they go on to something else. But this is not the same old thing. This is great stuff. Oscar's Motel, Cashbox Kings, that is at number 33. Nick Moss Band, they have a new release called Get Your Back Into It. featuring Dennis Grunling. And Rick Keyes actually has a video of Dennis Grunling playing, and he actually has a photo of a beautiful woman that went with Rick Keyes and got her picture taken with Dennis and his leopard pants. All right, good old Mick Colassa. He puts out a release every year at least, sometimes two, sometimes three. Mick Colassa, Nick, from Nick to Mick, Wooden Music, and it is at number 15. See that wooden? Authentic. This one I'm predicting. I'm predicting this one. There's some songs on here that I just love. And that one song is called Dark House. Don't know what the story is. We Mr. Greg and see exactly what he was talking about, but it's kind of sad, kind of haunting, but it's really good. I like it. Greg Sover, number 10, with his story. That may be about his story, The Dark House. We will find out, won't we? And at number 4, surprisingly, I never thought this one would make it that high because it's a lot of covers, but a lot of traditional songs. Basically, they are blues songs or root songs that have been around. No one really knows who wrote them. So they got like 4 or 5 traditionals on here. They did a bang up job. Some covers in there, Hudspeth and Taylor, and it's called Riding the Blinds. We still haven't figured out what riding the blinds means, but it's not like riding the waves like that guy in the background. And then last but not least, this is for all those that have demons inside them still. Well, those would be the people who don't listen to the Rev Keyes Music Caravan that have demons. But for those who've been blessed enough to not only hear Rev Keyes Music Caravan and me, this is probably what you should listen to, Exorcist. So you want to exorcist or exorcise those demons, the demons of corporate and satellite radio that are brainwashing you with a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, so this is, you're going to be hearing some great music, and you know how to listen to Rev Keyes Music Caravan. That's how you spell it, Rick Keyes, not Keys. If you go Rev Keyes, Keys, you might find a porno site. So wrong one. And then also you subscribe on YouTube. You like it, don't dislike it. No help. And then also there's stuff to Dublin, Ireland, where Patio Keyes resides. Speaking of residing, it looks like we still have what was his name? It used to be Y Keyes. He didn't like that name, so he decided he liked Me Keyes. So the truck full of Bud Light is gone. They've been partying, and now they're kind of sobering up. So there's Me Keyes, and he's got his teardrop, and he's still got his flamingos there at downtown Oceanside, California. You know, the place where you can't see the beach anymore. That's called Oceanside. And then what else we got here? Oh, and then you can like the Rev Keyes Music Caravan on Facebook, or what is it now? It's Metaface or Metaface, Threads, and then also on another one to really screw me up. That's no longer called Twitter. It's called X, and I'm going to still call it. I'm going to call it Twitter X or X Twitter. You can listen to it all those ways. And also, sometimes I talk too much. So if I talk too much, little opinion, and just kind of, there's a little ball on the bottom of this YouTube screen, and you just pull that ball and say, "Oh, yeah, he's full of bullshit, Rick." Blah, blah, blah. And then you go to the very end. When you get to the very end, it should kick in right to my blues playlist. There might be an ad. These people got to make their money somehow or another, and then it'll go right into the music and just stay there, and it'll play the next song. If you don't like that song, do the same thing. Take that little ball and move it over, and it'll go into the next song. So now you all know Rev Keyes Music Caravan.